I'm back with another theme day. We're going to be doing water level music. Oh. Alright, so Spoonie in the chat suggested Hang 8 from Crash Bandicoot 2. I probably don't remember this. It's been a while since I played the Crash Bandicoot games. I probably won't know it, but we're gonna listen through the whole thing. It's pretty short, it's a minute, 40 seconds. Once all the way through for vibes, and then again for analysis. Let's go. Alright, surf guitar right off the bat. It's definitely a surfing song. If the title wasn't obvious enough. Yeah, classic, like, surf slide down. Got some weird, like, synth brass with an organ behind it or something like that. Yeah, and it's doing, like, the surf drum pattern with the two snares. Doing that. Okay. There's a lot of, like, chromatic motion going on here, right? Ooh, weird interval that ended on there. Yeah. These are just some cool surf rock chords, basically. It's very much in the 50s, 60s surf rock vibe, right? That guitar slide, that's so very... It's doing all the surf cliches, right? Yeah, and then it just ends. And then it just ends. Not even a fade out. All right. Okay, but before we break that down, let me tell you something. I don't have a sponsor for this video. My efforts are funded by generous contributions from viewers like you through Patreon. If you want to see more of this, and you want to hear more of my stuff than anybody else can right now, go to case.dog/join, or click that link up in the card and become a moonling. That's where you get to hear my unreleased music, get access to a VIP chat in my Discord where I post the evolution of my tracks as I work on them. You can get the master stems to my 100+ songs that I've put out. And there's tiers where you can see your name in a lower third in the video, which you're about to see. Thanks for listening, and yeah, I do have blue hair now. Back to the video. So, feels like you're running? Yeah, I imagine this is a surfing level. Like, this has to be a surfing level. So you're probably up against a clock or up against some kind of time limit, right? We're on F sharp. What kind of F sharp? What sort of F sharp shape are we doing? We got like a whammy bar kind of thing going on here, I can hear. I hear a little bit of that happening. Ah. So we start in F sharp minor, and then we move, it moves up, right? Where does it move to? To the 3. A little bit of tremolo kind of shit. Yeah, it's probably like, it's got like a chorus or some kind of like wahing effect going on, because it's not really doing like a lot of the, like really big like surf guitar whammy stuff, but it's just got a little, yeah. Used for a lot of levels, but the ones they were primarily used for, you are riding a little motorboat thing. Oh, okay, so it's not actually surfing. It's just got all that surf aesthetic. So we're doing a 1-3 right now. Okay, it's these two and then A, okay. Yeah, we just hold those out. And there's this weird... What are those notes? These are... Yeah, and then it does these like sixths. Then we get a little bit of that wobble. And then, yeah, that's just, you just take a guitar and then you just slide your finger down the frets while doing like a that's just like a surf rock cliche. Okay, and then this comes out of left field. And that sounds like it's in F sharp major now, right? That just as that little thing comes in. Yeah, so we have this walk down from the 5 chromatically down to the 4, down to 3, and then 1. Which, that's sort of like a Crash Bandicoot thing, right? Yeah, so that one starts doing like a walking kind of like lower line. And then it goes from 1 to 4 to 3. And then goes up to the 5 and does that walk back down. Yeah, and then it does this. So it goes up to the 5, then down to the 3, and then down to 1. So it like, it's tracing that F sharp minor root-wise. Like that, like so. And we drone on F sharp. Okay. Yeah, and there we do like a more stereotypical, we go to 5, then go to 4, and then go back down to 1. Another little surf rock cliche, right? Now we're on 5 and we're just staying there. Then we go to 4. To 5? No, 1. Okay. Now we're down in E. We're down in like a 7, right? So we're in like an E minor. Then we go down to C sharp, minor. And it just ends that way. So this is the 5th, right? So if it would loop back around, then it would land back to that F sharp minor, right? You know, 5 1s and whatnot. Something ends in a 5, it wants to either go to 6 or 1. That's implied. And since the song starts with a 1, you know that the reason that they went there is to resolve when it loops, right? So, yeah, this is doing a very stereotypical kind of chord motion, but this one is rooting itself more in like surf rock, right? It's using some of the cliches of old-fashioned surf rock, whereas the other one was just sort of doing a poppy kind of progression, like a poppy chord progression. This is definitely trying to be surf rock. The remastered really did good work, yeah. The original's quality, no matter what, sounded way too compressed. Okay, yeah, so this is like the remake, this is the reinterpretation of the original song, I would assume. But it's a surf rock song. They set out to do a surf rock song, and they did it. It's pretty simple as far as that goes. Is there anything about like a melody I missed? Yeah, there's like those like little upper things, those are just following the roots, right? And the way that it's just doing those stabs, it's mostly just trying to emphasize. It's just trying to emphasize the roots and stuff. That's what most of that melody is doing. Throw in a little bit more chromaticism and stuff. Yeah, and that little melody there. The way that it goes to those notes kind of implies the rest of the chord motion that the song ends with. So that's cool. It's very tightly composed, right? Always sounded like if Devo did a surf rock song. I could hear it. Yeah, I can kind of hear that. But I dig this. It's a little goofy, but it's you know, it's a surf rock song. This is just a surf rock song. It's funny because like I think it was one of the not last week, whenever the fuck I was streaming last, there was this one song, it was for Genesis, and it genuinely just sounded like a grunge song arranged with Sega Genesis sounds. Like, it just sounded like a guitar, bass, and drums, right? And I commented, like, that's so impressive that they just went for, like, let's just do grunge chords and shit, and let's just make it sound like a fucking, like, Nirvana song or something, or like a you know, 90s alt-rock song or whatever. And they accomplished that with just Genesis, the Sega Genesis sound chip. This is one of those things where it's like, you were just trying to do a surf rock song and throw some goofy synths over it. But they can do, these are real guitars. This is a full arrangement. They just went and recorded a surf rock song and threw some extra synths over it and had some organ, you know, have it. The organ is pretty stereotypical of the time, but, you know, those little goofy synths and stuff, very video gamey, right? Synths real goofy in this one, indeed. Yeah, like, if that synth wasn't there, or if it was, like, another instrument or, like, a lead guitar or something, this would just be a surf rock song, right? Like, it wouldn't matter if this is from Crash Bandicoot. This would just be like, oh, this is a surf rock song. It's got all the elements of it. But I dig it. I think, though I'm not, like, impressed, I do think it's a good vibe, but I'm gonna give this a 3. This is a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5, half moon from me, all right? I need to actually have a button, and then I should just, like, hit a big button and it should come up. I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure out how to do that. But yeah, that's a 3 out of 5 for me. Hang 8 from Crash Bandicoot 2, the remastered mix. Thank you, Spoonie, for suggesting that. That was cool. I had the song on a character inspiration playlist forever. Very, very surf character, I imagine. All right, how do you think I did? If you like the analysis, hit like. If you want to see more stuff like this in the future, hit subscribe and the bell to make sure you see when new videos go up. Let me know what you think. Is there anything you think I missed or glossed over? Let me know in the comments. I would love the feedback. I'll see you next time.